Hey there, it's Beejal. I'm here with Tom, Justin, and we'll be talking about the word fear. Now, if you've been to any seminar, you probably understand the acronym for fear, false evidence appearing real, but I got a kind of a lesson in understanding this word fear from a different perspective. Tom, how do you understand the word fear?
First, evaluate according to risk. False evidence appearing real isn't always the case. It's not always false evidence. You should not walk out into the freeway. That's not false evidence. But if you have a fear of something, first evaluate according to risk. What's your risk? What's your highest risk? What's your highest reward potential?
Awesome. So Tom, how do you use this acronym in a business situation, right? So it's often we have to make a decision, maybe it's an investment decision, right? So of course, if you've been in an investment situation before, maybe you bought real estate, you've lost real estate, there's kind of some fear built up around the next step, right? But fear doesn't mean it's going to be a bad thing, right?
Right. Well, that's where you have to evaluate the risk. High risk, low risk, what is it? In other words, if you're investing in real estate and you have a high risk of loss, it's a bad area, it's whatever, maybe you're getting a really good price, but it's not a good area. So you've got a high risk of loss. But if it's a really good deal and you've lost real estate before, you evaluate that, it's a good deal. So your risk is lower in proportion to the money that you're putting out.
Now let's say you're making a decision, and maybe it's getting into a business venture with somebody, and everything seems good on the surface, but you don't feel completely okay internally. Something's telling you it's not right. So whether that shows up as fear or just kind of what you might call intuition. Now I know you teach intuition, but give me like a 3-point rule on intuition and where they can come to get more information about really tuning their intuitive process.
Well, if you have a negative feeling of any kind and it doesn't make sense to you, you've got to really start checking it out. But what happens is sometimes we're forced to make a decision on the spot. And when we're forced to make that decision and we have that unsettling feeling, you got to stop. The decision has got to either be delayed or not at all. In other words, if you have a choice to make a decision now or don't do it and you don't feel good about it, that's it. You don't do it. If you want to find out, there's a simple technique that I developed at UCLA's experimental college on how to check your intuition, how to tune into it. No charge. You can go to yourinnerwizard.com because we all have an inner wizard that saves us from doing those things.
Awesome, Tom. So remember, it may not be false, it may be real, but always listen to your intuition. Go to see Tom on how to improve it. Bye for now.